Now I'm going to tell you how to edit a worksheet. Once the data has been entered into an Excel worksheet, you may have to make changes in its every row or column now and then. So you can also make changes in the data or in the length or breadth of the sheet or of the column, etc. So in this video we are going to learn how to edit cell contents and insert or delete cells, rows or columns. You will also learn how to change the row height, column height and width, and also how to fill a range of cells automatically. That is the autofill feature. So let's begin with selecting the cell. So for that, let me enter some data here. Let's say I'm filling roll number, then I'm filling the name, then marks. Now these are the heading columns. So I'm going to fill now here the values in the cell. Ruhan I'm writing here. Let's say marks be 45. Then another roll number I'm going to use 602. Name Vihan. And let's say 54 marks. Then 603. Name maybe Suhail. And maybe 34 marks. 604. Let's say it's Aarti. Marks can be 44. So now I filled the data here. So if you remember in the last video I've taught you that how to select the entire range. So when I keep my mouse pointer on the first cell where I filled data and keep my shift key pressed along with the right arrow key, I keep pressing the right arrow key. Now I've ended up with the right arrow key. Now I'm going to press the down arrow key. Now my all the cells which I have typed, they are selected, and this is known as range. So a range is a rectangular block of contiguous cell. Contiguous means continuous cell without leaving any space between them. So you can see all these cells are contiguous, they have data continuously filled in them. So how did I select this range? So one way I told you just now, you have to press the shift key. I'm telling you again, click on the first cell, press shift key, right arrow key, and stop pressing right arrow key where you want to end. Now since your data is below it, so keep your shift key pressed and also keep pressing the down arrow key and leave both the keys where you want to stop. So this is how I selected the range from B2 to D6. This range I have selected with the help of this keyboard. Now same if I want to select with the help of mouse. So what do I have to do? I have to click on the cell from where I want to start, and now holding the left mouse button I have to drag. So I'm pressing my left mouse button and I'm dragging till the place where I want to finish the selection. So now leave the mouse. Now selection is done with the help of mouse as well. So this highlighted part is called the range, and this highlighted part is also the active cells. Okay, so you can press the mouse left mouse button and keep dragging. The selection can be done. Now when the selection is to be done in a very large range, suppose you have data filled till the end here and this till the bottom here, and you could not see the entire range, so in that case we can also choose some other method for selection, and that will be called as extended mode. So for that we have to click at one corner of the cell, let's say this one, and press F8 key. See that at this status bar here you will find the word extended selection written. My software is 2007 Excel, but in 2013 you find this feature. So here you will find the word extended selection. You have to immediately after seeing that you have to click the diagonally opposite cell, that is this one 44, wherever you have the end, and keep the F8 key pressed and release once the selection is done. This is how you can select with the help of extended selection mode. Now let's talk about goto command. Using goto command is very easy. For that, if you can see on the home tab, we have editing group. There's editing group, it's here. So in the editing group, you will also find this command find and select. So click on find and select. Now you can see a goto command is appearing. This can also come with the help of shortcut key F5 or by pressing Ctrl and G together. So when you click on this goto button, now this window appears. Now here you can type the cell address of the opposite corner of the range in the reference text box, and then or enter the range itself, like directly you can also write the range here, and then hold the shift key when the clicking, and in the first case hold down the shift key and press OK or enter, and in the second case, like when you are writing the reference yourself, then in the second case click OK or press enter. So since I know my range is from B2, look here, my range is B2 and it's ending up at D6. So I'm going to write my range myself. So B2 colon, now D6, and now I can press OK or I can press enter. So I'm pressing OK. Now this way also my range is selected. So these are few ways by which you can select your range. First was with the help of keyboard, second was with the help of mouse, third was with the extended selection mode that is only available in 2013 version, and again the fourth method was goto command. I hope it is clear till here. Now selecting multiple ranges simultaneously. Suppose you have one table here and you have made another table here where you are writing the activity and the child name, student name. So let's say I've written here activity dance, and here let's say Neha, and here I wrote painting, and here I can write Sonia, then I can write here vocal music, and let's say I can write here Rohan, and I could also write here, let's say photography, and let's say I write here Vishnu. Now as I told you how to extend the length of the cell, so I can do it like this. Okay, now this data I have already filled. Now you can see there is a gap between them, and I don't want to include this gap in my range, so I have to select two ranges. This is one range and this is another range, and I want to select both the ranges simultaneously, means at same time. So what do I need to do? I need to first select first range by either of the method which I have told just now. After selecting, press Ctrl key, hold the Ctrl key, and now select the another range also. Now release the mouse and the Ctrl key. I can see my both the ranges are selected at same time. So this is how you can select multiple ranges simultaneously. I hope it's clear. Say we want to select the entire row or entire column. Entire row means when I want to select this complete row, or I want to select complete column till the end wherever it finishes off. See, wherever my data typing finishes, that is another thing, but wherever my sheet ends up, that is another thing. So let's say I want to select the entire row and column in terms of sheet finishing, where my sheet is ending up. So in that case, I do not need to click and drag till the bottom. I will never end up like this. So better way is what? I have to simply click on the headers of row and column. So column headers are A, B, C, D, E, F, and the row headers are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I can simply click on column header D. So this means my entire column till where I can see it's already selected. I do not need to drag and do selection. It's already selected by just pressing on the column heading. Same way, if I want to select the entire row, I just need to click on heading of row, and my entire row is selected. You can see it's not ending because the entire row has been selected. So this is how you can select the entire row or column. Now how will you select the entire worksheet? For that we have a very simple shortcut like in MS Word. Just press Ctrl and A together. My entire sheet is selected this way. Alright, there's another way of doing this work. Here if you click here on this corner of the sheet, then also my entire sheet is selected in one click. Right, so this is how we can select the entire row or entire column. I want to insert the column in between these two columns, or I want to insert a row between any of the two rows. So for that I have to just simply do a small step, and my agenda, let's say I have written here the marks, so I want to have subjects here, then I want to have marks here, then I want to have a gap. So how will we do so? For that again I need to click on the column header if I want to insert a column. So column header, right click on insert option, and you can see the column has been inserted. Now here I can type whatever I wish to just after inserting the column. Similarly, let's say I want to insert here one more row. So again I need to just click on row header, right click and insert. This is how we can insert column and row anywhere in the given table or data. Now this is all about inserting row and column. We also have a shortcut. This was a shortcut method. We also have another method by which we can go. So let's say again I want one more column here before marks. So I need to click on the home tab. In home tab we have cells group. In cells group we have insert cells option. Click on the small arrow. Now what do we want to insert? We want to insert cells, we want to insert row, we want to insert column. These all options are available. Since my row is selected right now, so it's only showing me the option of insert row, not the column. So if we are just on a cell, let's say I click on just a cell, now it's going to show me all the 4 options active. So since I want to insert row, so I can click on insert row option. So row is inserted, you can see. And if I want to insert a column, I can simply click on insert column. So the column is also inserted. This is also another way to insert row and column in a given table or a data. Fine, this is how we can make manipulations or changes in the table. And cutting the data. Now for that we need to select what we want to cut or move or whatever we want to copy. So for that let me remove this extra row which I have inserted. So this was my content. Now I want to copy the names and the roll numbers here before the activity column or after the activity column. So for that there are 2 ways of doing it. Since this column is extra in between, so I am deleting this as well. So I want to copy roll number and the name. So first I am going to select the range as I told you just now in the beginning of the video. Now right click, copy. So when I do right click and a menu appears, this method is called context menu. So I am using the copy command from context menu. So I'll click on copy. Now where do I want to paste? I want to paste them here. So right click again the context menu will appear and click on paste. So I have just pasted, copy and pasted. If I want to cut, then I have to follow certain little different steps. So Ctrl Z, I'm doing it. Now I want to cut from here roll number and name. So select the range. Again right click, context menu, cut, and I want to paste them here. So I am pasting it here. So cutting and moving is one thing and copying is another thing. Copying means you want to make the same content available somewhere else also, and cutting means you just want to remove it from one place to another place. This is one way. Now let's say I don't want to use the context menu option, so what should I do? So in this case I'll have to again select the range, go to home tab, under clipboard group, cut, and now bring the mouse pointer where you want to paste, and from here we can paste. This is also one of the option. Else, if I only want to copy, again my range is selected, copy, and now where do I want to paste this? Sorry, I just use this paste. Wait. So first I have to select the range, copy. Now bring the cell, bring the mouse to active cell, and then paste. This is how we can copy and paste using clipboard group of Home tab. So we have two ways for doing the same work, that is copying and pasting and cutting and moving. For that we need to use either the context menu or clipboard group. So we also have certain shortcuts which people have already used before also in MS Word and other softwares. The same way, if I want to copy this, so copy means Control and C together, and now pasting it here, so Control and V together. Now let's say I want to again cut this data from here, so select it, Control and X together, and now pasting it here, Control and V together. This is how we can do cutting, copying, pasting with the help of either context menu, with the help of clipboard group, or using shortcut keys. Deleting the cells, rows, columns. Now let's see. If I want to delete any particular column or row, what steps do I go to follow? Step 1. Whatever I want to delete, let's go to that column header. Right click, a menu appears, select delete from here. The column will be deleted. Now let's say I want to delete a row. So again the same process, click on the row heading, right click delete option, the row will be deleted. This is how we are doing it with the help of context menu. Again, now if I want to use the insert, like we used insert option from cells group, same way we have delete option in the cells group again. So select the column which you want to delete. So let's say I want to delete this column. Now go to cells group of Home tab, click on delete, small arrow. Now delete entire column. Since my column is selected, so it's only showing me option of column, so delete sheet column. So yes, I want to delete it. Now let's try for row as well. So I'm selecting the row header. If I do not even select, let's say I'm here only. Now I'm going to click on delete from the same cells group. Now it's showing me all the 4 options. I want to only delete the row, so delete sheet row. Now the row is deleted. Same way, if I want to delete a particular cell, so I need to select that cell which I want to delete. Let's say I want to delete this cell. So I'm going to come here, again cells group, delete option, delete cell. So it's asking me the rest of the cells should be shifted up or down or left or right. So let's say cells should be shifted up. So I'm clicking it OK. So you can see the rest of the cells have been shifted up. So we can do delete and insert both from the cells group. So this is how we are going to now delete and insert row, column or cell in a table. In my next video, I'll tell you how to change the row height and the column width of the cells, how to use autofill feature, flash fill feature, how to make the custom lists of your own, and how to perform certain calculations in Excel sheet. So with this, I hope children you must have enjoyed and learned, and have a nice day children.